to 4th of July invitation help file. This is chapter 2, editing the file in Adobe Illustrator. In this chapter, we'll see how to change colors and change text within the Illustrator file. My name is Maria, I'm a graphic designer, and I'll be your guide throughout this tutorial. So let's get started. For the purposes of this tutorial, we'll be working in Adobe Illustrator CS5. All of the files within the template are optimized for the minimum version of CS5. If you have newer versions, you won't have any issues following along the template. There are two different ways of opening the file. We can go to File, Open, or we can simply drag the file directly from our Explorer to the work area, and as you can see, it opens up. Now, let me just zoom out a little bit. Here we go. When you open up Layers panel, you'll see there are 4 different layers. We have the flag cover, frame, and text. Let's talk about the text for a minute. If you want to see the character panel, go to Window, Type, and then Character, and it will open up the character panel. So once you select the font, you will see different which font it is, what is the style, the size, all the technical stuff about that font. Now, if you want to change text, simply double click on the font, and let's say we want to make this 5:30 p.m. and just type in your own text. When it comes to changing colors in fonts, we'll talk about it in a minute with changing the global colors within the entire template. Of course, if you don't like this font, if you would like to use your own, this is bad. Let's say we want to use this one. Of course, you can change the type of the font, you can change the size, and voila, basically that's it. You'll probably change the time, maybe some of the description, and of course the street. So that's it, simple as that. Changing the font, again, double click on the font and select and type your own text. Okay, now let me put this here so it doesn't bother us. Now, when it comes to changing the colors, we need to open up the Swatches panel, and once you open up the Swatches panel, you'll see all the swatches have this little white triangle on the bottom right corner. And what that means is that all the reds, for instance, if we're talking about this red, they are all connected together. So you don't have to select each and every one of these elements. If you want to make this a different color, simply double click on the swatch, make sure you're not on any of the elements. Double click on the swatch panel, check this preview button so you can see what you're doing, and now you can just play with it, and as you can see, it will automatically change the colors. Let's say we want to make it blue. We can change the colors, and once you click OK, not only is the color changed, but also the color within the gradient swatch has been changed too, because the gradients were created from these global colors. If you want to change different elements, let's say we want to make all of this darker blue, select the elements you want to change. So I'm holding, once I have selected the first element, I'm going to hold the Shift key, and now I'm just going to select the other 2, and voila, I've got it changed. So basically that's it when it comes to editing the template. The template is pre-designed print template, so you'll have the bleed here, Of course, all the text has been appropriately placed, so it won't cause any problems during the printing. And once you have everything set up the way you want it to be, the last thing you need to do before sending, well, two things. First of all, save this file as, for instance, add the name my changes. And what that does is leave all the text here so you can continue editing. If you want to come back next year and July 4th might not be a Monday or whatever. And then the last thing I recommend doing before sending this to be printed, select all the text on this, select all the text and go to type, create outlines. Now the text is not editable anymore, so I'm gonna save this as outline. And here you go. Save it as outline file, and that's the file you'll be sending to be printed. Okay, that was it for chapter 2. If you have any questions regarding this template, please don't hesitate to send me an email and I'll try to respond as soon as possible. Thank you for watching and see you in the next chapter. Bye!